Deadpool movie for me?
Yes, sir, I do.
He looks worried.
Oh, I feel like you're a little scared.
Well, you know, this is our first time diving into this crazy R-rated stuff like this.
That's right.
So just, you know, be gentle.
You got it, sir. Don't worry. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, so you know how at the end of Logan he died that heroic death?
Yeah, beautiful ending, very emotional.
Well, at the start
Right
of
from the
this
start.
movie, Deadpool's gonna dig up his decomposed corpse and kill a bunch of guys with his bow.
Oh my God. Hey, you're okay. You're okay.
Like, hold on.
So anyway, in 2018, Deadpool uses the time travel device from Deadpool 2 to go to Earth 616 and meet with Happy Hogan and try to join the Avengers.
He's from several movies. Oh boy, that's a very fun cameo.
Okay, if that's your reaction to that cameo, that's the tip of the cameo bird. Oh, it is. Yeah, one of the main audience reactions I'm going for with this movie is, hey.
That's the most satisfying way to say hey.
Pretty
I
much.
agree.
So anyway, 6 years later, Deadpool is brought into the TVA by this guy Paradox, who tells him his timeline is dying because the anchor being Logan has died.
Anchor being? Yeah, each timeline has one and can't keep going without it.
What about the millions of years before anchor beings are born? And if them dying kills the timeline, does that mean they're all supposed to be immortal? I have so many questions. Shut up about all of them. It's just a reason for Deadpool to go find a Wolverine.
There we go.
So before Paradox mercy kills
Literally,
his
that's
timeline,
it.
Deadpool grabs a TemPad and goes to search for a replacement. Oh, wow.
Which was fun.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's going to be a very fun multiverse montage. There's going to be a short Wolverine. There's going to be one played by Henry
Comic
Cavill.
accurate.
He's from Argyle.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Wait, why that movie? I still gotta watch the pitch meeting on that and the movie, but why does it go to that? Not Superman, none of the other
There's
stuff.
going to be one played by Henry Cavill. He's from Argyle. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Good cameo.
Listen, sir, are you going to react like this to every single cameo?
Yes.
Well, cameos are
Yes.
kind of one of the main things we do in this movie, so maybe I
Yeah.
should just list them all for you, get it out of the way.
Oh, I don't know if I can handle that.
Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. He's from the Fantastic. I know. Then there's Wesley Snipes as Blade, Jennifer Garner as Elektra, Daphne Keane as X-23. We've got Channing Tatum as Gambit, Aaron Stanford as Pyro, Tyler Mane as Sabretooth. We've got Toad, we've got Juggernaut, we've got Nathan Fillion, Blake Lively, Matthew McConaughey. Sir?
Oh my God.
Is he gonna be okay? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Is he in a coma?
I don't know.
Wait, do you think I'm a doctor? Well, dang it, I told my wife this white jacket she got me would make me look like a doctor. I'm just
Do
another
you think I'm a
producer
doctor?
guy.
Oh wow.
Well, can I keep pitching my movie to you?
Sure, let's go.
So anyway, I was telling the other producer guy, the movie's gonna be a great vehicle for cameos. What were the cameos exactly? I'm not going through that again. So anyway, Deadpool finds the worst
my God.
Wolverine, and then the TVA sends them to this void filled with superhero cameos.
Okay,
That's right.
This Wolverine doesn't like Deadpool, so they're gonna fight a bunch.
Don't they both regenerate? They do, yeah. So it's gonna be just a ton of stabbing with no stakes.
That's right.
And Deadpool's gonna crack a bunch of jokes about how Disney and Marvel isn't good anymore. Stuff's going so bad.
It's kind of
Yep.
hurtful.
And how multiverses just aren't
it
very
was hilarious.
compelling. Just to be clear, this is a multiverse movie, right? Yeah, but if you point out the thing you're doing, that makes it okay
Yeah.
for some reason. I'm breaking the
Apparently.
fourth wall. And I'm okay with that. So anyway, now Deadpool and Wolverine need to get
Walk
out
right
of this
up to the
cameo
camera.
void to go save the timeline.
Okay.
So some bad cameos bring them and Johnny Storm to the leader of the void, Cassandra Nova.
And what's her deal?
Well,
Bad
she's Charles
cameos.
Xavier's twin, so powerful mind, baldiful head.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but she's evil.
Why?
Because she's antagonistic.
Got it.
She's gonna absolutely
That's why.
decimate Johnny Storm.
She couldn't
rip
even
his
say
skin
why.
off, turn him to blood and bones.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I figure we continue the trend from Doctor Strange where a Fantastic Four character dies a horrible death. Kind of a weird trend to develop, but okay. So then Cassandra leaves Deadpool and
Sure,
Wolverine
why
to be
not?
killed by Eliath, the big smoke monster from Loki.
From Loki.
Doesn't just kill them too? No, because the movie's not done and they need to escape, so they escape.
Oh, good for
That's
them.
right.
And then they're going to meet up with Blade and Elektra and X-23 and Channing Tatum as Gambit. Channing Tatum never played Gambit.
No, sir.
But he almost did, and let
It
me
was
tell you,
close.
people that paid attention to casting news in 2014 for films that were ultimately canceled are going to love that cameo. Pretty specific target you're aiming for there, and I intend to hit it. I imagine you will.
Probably
Wolverine's gonna
didn't.
have a nice scene with X-23.
My theater was very quiet, but you know they knew who the character was, but they were just like, "Oh, cool." You know, I was like, "Oh, there we go," even though it was spoiled for me before I watched the movie. But still still, I still enjoyed it because I knew about it. So
23, and she's
It
gonna
is
make
what
him
it
feel
is.
better about all the X-Men dying in his timeline.
That's sweet.
And that convinces him to be heroic, so they go confront Cassandra again.
Very exciting.
And they get her to open this big old Doctor Strange portal hole to go back to their
right.
timeline.
Strange holes are tight.
But now Cassandra decides she wants to destroy all timelines.
All the
and
producer
just
guys
keep
are the same?
void.
Why?
Because it's the time in the movie when we raise the stakes.
That's right.
Okay.
So she sends like 100 Deadpool cameos
little
to
random.
fight them.
They're all Deadpool, so they all regenerate.
Well, there's one nice Deadpool that doesn't have that power, so he dies.
But other than that,
That's
this
right.
is a giant fight scene where none of the fighters can get hurt.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
right.
way they're not all going to be okay, but it's going to look very cool and be an entertaining way for an audience to spend 3 to 4 minutes of their time, and there's nothing wrong with that.
You know what? I guess you're right.
Nothing wrong with that.
So Cassandra wants to destroy all the timelines. Yeah, but they find out that if they cut power
Oh
to
my
this
God.
time ripper machine, they can save the day, but it'll kill whoever does that.
Wow,
right.
so it's going to be impossible for both of them to survive till the end of the movie.
Actually, it's going to be super easy. Barely
Because
an
they both
inconvenience.
do it.
Oh, really? Yes, he turns out it would kill one person, but they both use their bodies as conductors, and so they're okay.
That's right.
Yeah, the power of 2.
Oh, that's got a
Oh,
nice
God.
ring to it.
I'm going to mention that to the Star Wars team, see if that inspires them. That sounds like it's going to be good. So anyway, then there's a happy ending, and the whole movie's just kind of a love letter to the superhero movies
Is
that came
it?
before.
Is
A
it?
love letter to what's come before. I
Thank
like
you.
that.
Yeah, you know, a
There we
nice way
go.
to say goodbye to the past and let it go.
No, I don't like that part. I'm not going to do that part.
Oh, that was perfect. That was perfect.
Hi, this is Ryan George from The Thing You Just Watched. Please enjoy this slideshow from The Thing You Just Watched.
I love how he's doing this now. Why? Oh my God. Now I'll say this. I did not know that Matthew McConaughey was in there because I couldn't really tell from the voice for Cowboy Pool. I was like, it has to be somebody because he's got lines. And then Headpool. Didn't know that was Nathan Fillion. Had no idea. So those were new to me from just now. Because I didn't, the credits were going. I was talking to my buddy because me and my boss went and we watched the movie and it was hilarious. Great experience. Love it. Alex, you're dope. But I missed some of the credits because we were talking about stuff. Even though later on we talked about the credits because it was so long. And you get to the end credit scene and the end credit scene was funny, but it wasn't really like, you know, needed. At first I was like, people were leaving and I was like, no, don't leave, guys. Come on. And then it happened. I was like, all right, I guess that's fine. I could have just watched it on YouTube later. But the fact that Deadpool's there doing what he does in the end credit scene lets me know, like, is he going to be doing some other crazy stuff later on in the MCU? That's a possibility. We'll see. But this was a great, fantastic Deadpool and Wolverine pitch meeting. This pitch meeting was hilarious. I love how like all producer guys apparently are the same. Or all writer guys the same because these producer guys were exactly pretty much the same person, same tight references, all that kind of stuff. What are your thoughts though on Deadpool and Wolverine? I did a little quick blurb of a Letterboxd review. If you haven't seen that, check that out. I'll put it up here right now. But I enjoyed it. On its own, I don't think it would work as well as it does, but it's a fun trip down the Fox Marvel memory lane. It's kind of how I say it. Like a love letter to all things Fox Marvel and, you know, not MCU adjacent type stuff. They could have really done their own thing if they really wanted to. I'm surprised they didn't. Kind of sucks. There's a whole lot of stuff that goes in within that, obviously. But it would have been nice if they had connected some things a little bit on their end in a better way. The way the MCU is doing it now. A lot of the cameos that happened in this movie did not do anything for my audience. They were they were dead silent, which I thought was interesting. The Electro one I thought was, you know, it had been a long time for that. Blade, most people know about it, but again, it's been over 10 years for that. The Gambit one, like he says in here, I love how he breaks it down. Unless you're very in line or in tune with casting news for movies that never happened, then you might get hyped for that. Most people don't know about that stuff. So I understood why there was like almost no reaction to most of the cameos because it was from stuff that's happened so long ago. So, you know, there was that. But the movie does lay out the groundwork for a lot of things that happen. So like, you know, you hear about the Deadpool Corps, you hear about different things that eventually come up, even though the villain's reaction to wanting to destroy all the other, you know, universes, that came out of nowhere, but you know, it's fine. There has to be some kind of big mega level threat that happens, like he says here. So it's, you know, I guess it works. Again, let me know your thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine if you've seen it in the comments below. I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was amazing. I do still think Deadpool 2 has a better story. The story in this one is very thin, it's very simple, but again, there's a lot going on. That's why I don't think it could stand on its own. You have to have these two movies, at least two come before it for this movie to make sense. So 2 is still the better movie to me. I would put this one in the middle, and then I put Deadpool 1 third place for me. It's a fun movie, but that one also has the same issue that I had with Deadpool Wolverine, is that the villains are kind of lame. That one, I didn't really care for the villain in the first one. But again, the second movie for me is the best. That's just what it is for me. So let me know your ranking in the comments below, and then your thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine in the comments as well. Thanks for watching. As always, check out the description if you want to see more information on the equipment I use to make these videos and the fun stuff I use to kind of, you know, have fun with you guys. So let me know if you're interested in things like that. Again, I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.